Alright, what's up everybody, it's Sam from Zero Maybe Bet. In this video we'll be doing a wrap up of all the picks and the bets that I have for the card. For UFC Fight Night Lewis versus Daukaus. Also we'll be talking about the lock of the night and top 2 parlays. And also the prop bets that I'll be taking. If you're seeing this video from Patreon, thank you very much for your support guys. That you guys make this possible and make it possible to make this channel running. If you're seeing this from YouTube and you'd like to support the channel and know how my Patreon can help you to make more money, stick until the end, I'll show you how. If you're seeing this from YouTube, obviously you know that this has been released post the event, just for the sake of transparency. And this type of videos are exclusive on Patreon, alright? So I'm just gonna wrap up this one quickly guys, just because I don't have basically anything new. I was not able to watch everything up until this point. I'll still try to take some a look on this tomorrow, so I'm recording this on a Friday. I'll try to take a look on the Saturday, especially on the fight of Jordan Levitt and Matt Sales. I think there's probably value on Levitt. I want you to take a look at that because I think, I don't know, I think Levitt has way more chances here to take this to the ground and dominate. But as of now, I still don't have all the picks, you know, I haven't been able to go through the entire card, so let's go with what I have for now. Okay, so not many changes from the previous video. The only change here is that I watched Raoni Barcelos and Victor Henry. I'm picking Barcelos. I was tempted to parlay him. Actually, in the lock of the night discussion, he's gonna appear. Quite a strong pick. I'm just I don't know, I don't feel that comfortable to bet at the current lines on Barcelos, but still gonna be part of the discussion. All right, so Charles Jourdain, Andrew Ewell. I said I'm taking Jourdain betting Ewell. Chris Daukaus picking betting him. Thompson and Belal Muhammad. I'm picking Thompson but betting Muhammad by decision. Amanda Lemos versus Angela Hill. Picking Lemos and betting Hill by decision. Also a little bit straight and parlaying Hill. I got her plus 315. Rick Simon versus Simon versus Rafael Assunção. Picking Simon, not betting. Ronnie Barcelos, Victor Henry commented picking Barcelos. Justin Tafa versus Harry Sucker, picking Tafa, not betting. Matheus Garrot, Diego Ferreira, picking Garrot, not betting. Cap Swanson, Darren Elkins, picking Swanson, not betting. Dante Mayes versus Josh Parisian, picking Mayes, not betting. Sarge Eubanks versus Melissa Gatto, picking Eubanks versus not betting. Alright, so let's discuss real quick the lock of the night and top 2 parlay discussions. As always, I like to put at least 2 options here. This is my thoughts, guys. There's a disclaimer here. So if you're going all in with Barcelos, not a bad. I mean, it's quite. I don't know, man. I think the price is right. The bookies have this one right. Barcelos is a strong favorite. You know, Henry is a talented guy. You know, he's a little bit taller and longer here, so that makes things a little bit interesting. But Barcelos, he's the better wrestler and definitely the better grappler. I don't think Barcelos gonna finish Henry, which make these things interesting. It goes decision, but still I think Barcelos is quite a strong pick, you know. So if you go all in on Barcelos, would have 28 more or less profit, which is not a bad idea. But obviously, if you lose everything. So I like, obviously, I always tell that I like more diversified approach. You know, in this one you could parlay Barcelos with any of these guys if you feel comfortable with. So Daukaus, I think he should win this fight. Mostly it's a bet against Derek Lewis. You know, because everybody knows what Lewis is. He's a big puncher, but it's basically it. You know, he doesn't do much more than loading up those punches and finding the guys. He always knows how to find it because everybody's scared to get inside and trade with him. So he picks his shots very well, and he's athletic and fast and everything. So I think Daukaus, actually, he's a smart guy. I think he's not gonna be intimidated by Derek Lewis. At least I liked what I've seen from him in the weightings. He seems to me to be focused. So I like a bet on him. Nothing crazy because the Black Beast can put him out with one shot. We know that, but still I think it's an interesting bet on Daukaus. So 27 there out of the 100. Then Ewell, I'm going to go a little bit heavier on Ewell here. You could go like 15 and putting a little bit more on Daukaus depending on your taste for the risk. It's quite, you know, tricky to say that because at the end of the day it depends if you're cashing or not. But I don't know, I like you at plus 180. It makes lots of sense in my opinion. You know, this guy is talented. I'm not going to repeat myself here. I think he has a chance to keep it fairly competitive on the feet, especially in the boxing part and using more clenching. So you will makes sense for me to bet him. I like this proportion as well. And the props that we're gonna see, I don't see that much of potential on too many guys here, except for the props, but I do like some of them in the props. Okay, so let's go to the props. Then I'm just gonna be breaking down Barcelos and the Henry. That's one I didn't cover yet. So on the props, so by the way, this is part of the $50 tier. I hid one column here in respect to my patrons. If you want to see how much I'm actually betting on the props and everything else that I have here, combining future cards and etc., feel free to jump in the Patreon $50 tier. I'll cover that a little bit in the end. So Angela Hill by decision. I think the bet here, guys, is because we haven't seen Lemos, digging deep. I don't think Hill can finish Lemos. So if Lemos is slowed down, it's not impossible that Hill gets a decision there. She loses the first, most likely, but gets over. Could take over the fight from there. Lemos and Hill in a draw, actually. Obviously, this is a long shot, but Lemos could win a 10-8 round and slow down. Hill catches up with the other two. They end up in a draw. I think that makes sense here. Obviously, a draw is always tricky to bet on, so obviously lots of caution here, very little amount, but still, to me, makes sense. Ferrer and Gorot go the distance, both super tough, both tough to finish, both good chin. There's more chance that Gamrot finishes Ferrer than the opposite way, even though Ferrer is more dangerous with the BJJ, just because of the use and the pressure. But I think they go the distance, so this one I like a little bit. Ferrer by decision is not impossible, guys, because this guy, Ferrer, he's talented. The question is, can he keep up with the pace? There's a decent chance that he can, and if he can, he will probably make it a very close fight. So to me, this makes sense. Obviously, I'm being cautious here because I do think Gamrot has a little bit more chance to win. Swanson and Elkins go the distance. This also, they're both tough. This is a little bit tricky because there's a chance that they can finish each other, especially Swanson in a doctor stoppage or something, because Elkins bleeds a lot. So still there is a little bit value there in my opinion. Henry and Barcelos go the distance at plus money. This is interesting. I like this one because Henry is super tough. Barcelos is definitely talented, dangerous on the ground. But Henry is tough, man, and he's not going to be easy to finish. Henry by decision, contradicting myself on what I said in Lock of the Night. You can even try to cover this a little bit. If you can put, if in the option 2 you put some money on Barcelos, for example, and cover a little bit, it's not a bad idea, especially Henry by decision. There is little chance that Henry finishes Barcelos, so at plus 550, if he can keep it standing, you guys gonna hear in the breakdown. I think he has a small chance, but still, also this one a little bit tricky. I like this one quite a bit. This one, very little money. Elkins by decision, I think it's obviously why. Cobb is tough, Elkins doesn't hit that hard and can make a close fight. Going the distance could be either way. Ewell by decision, I talked about this in the breakdowns. I think he can come with a good game plan. And Jordan, he's a tough guy, has a good chin, not going to be easy to finish him. They go in the distance for obvious reason, even though I think Jordan has more chances to finish the fight. But I think they go the distance. I like this one a little bit too. Muhammad by decision, actually, I like this one quite a bit as well because Belal Muhammad surprised me in the weightings. He looked lean, he looked strong, and when they face off, I think he surprised me by the height, actually, at least the way they match up. I think that they are actually 6'1 and 5'11, so it's correct, obviously, but I like what I've seen from Muhammad. He's a good wrestler, and he's gonna try to grapple. Make no mistake about it. So this guy can definitely win by decision. This one is a very interesting bet. Daukaus by decision, a little bit of a long shot. I think Daukaus, I pick him by TKO, but he could respect Derek Lewis, and he could win a decision. I mean, I think in a decision, Daukaus has way more chances. So this makes a little sense, but quite tricky because I think Daukaus finishes him, and if not, probably he gets finished. So almost a long shot, but the price is there. So let's see. And Assunção by decision. I think this is also a little bit of a long shot. I think Rick Simon, he looked very sharp there, very strong in the waiting. So probably he's gonna bring it and he's gonna win the fight. But Assunção also looked good. I like it. He looked lean and strong. So actually not a bad idea here. All right. So this is what I have for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. So real quick, the breakdown on Barcelos and Henry. It was the only one I was able to watch after the previous video. So guys, this is a high level fight. You know, both of these guys are great fighters. Raoni Barcelos proved himself in the UFC more. I think he got a little bit robbed in his last fight, even though I picked the Russian guy there. I don't know if he was Russian there. Just forgot his name now. So he won that majority. He lost that majority decision. I think he should have won that because he dropped it. Timur Valiev. He dropped him and etc. But this guy is a high level fighter. He was never dropped in the UFC. You know, he is also a good wrestler, high level grappler, corral belt, and he's fast and he's athletic. Victor Henry a little bit taller, just 1 inch and a little bit longer. He's also a very talented guy, very experienced. The guy has 30 fights, I think. If I'm not mistaken, he's 25-5. And this guy, he can do everything. He has a good takedown defense, tough to hold down, good from his back. Good striking, slipping shots. Keep coming. He's also seems to me that he has a good chin. He's a tough guy. Even though I didn't watch that much footage on him. But I'm quite comfortably saying that this goes the distance, and at plus 120, this is exactly how I would like to bet that. So I like this fight go the distance because I think Barcelos win by decision, and it's not impossible that Henry wins by decision. So this one is a very good one to bet going the distance. Okay, but rather than that, I think Barcelos takes him down, controls him, faster guy on the outside, doing more damage, avoiding the big shots, more aggressive. Also, Barcelos takes the center of the octagon, keeps pushing, so he should win that. All right, so that's what I'll do for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. How my Patreon can benefit you, how you can make more money with that. For $10, you guys obviously have these discussions where I present you guys the props and the latest thinking on the betting strategy for this one. So hopefully by seeing this, you guys are gonna be able to make profit. Plus, I'm gonna release early 100% in the holidays. Sometimes for me it's difficult to release early, guys, because of my job. So, and also because I have a personal life as well. And but I'll do my best, and definitely when there is this gap between the cards, I'm able to release early. So jump in the Patreon. You guys gonna definitely be able to combine future bets and take the earliest odds on the guys you like. So it's great time for this. For $50, you guys can see everything that I'm doing. You have access to this spreadsheet. You'll see how much I'm betting on which guy or how I'm combining every bet. In proportion. So this is the ultimate package, and hopefully you can jump into this one and make even more money. All right. So guys, again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll talk to you next time. Sam from Bet, bring the best, most consistent, and transparent betting strategy for you.